Better start off by telling us about the wedding. What's happening?
Yeah, well, obviously plan on getting married at the Stoke House in Saturday week. So there's been a change of plans. So yeah, throwing a little spanner in the works, and we haven't got a venue as yet. We spent the weekend brainstorming, and my fiance's taken a couple of days off work, so she'll get onto it today.
A bit of drama that you probably don't need at this time of year, just a couple of weeks out from the wedding and also getting back into the swing of training.
Yeah, it's look, it's one of those things. It's a pretty special moment, so the wedding is probably the priority. So Erin will get onto that, and I'm sure it'll still end up being a good day. But look, we're looking at a positive. The pressure's off now. No one can bag our wedding when we tell them we had 2 weeks to organise it. So it's a no-lose situation, so we'll be right.
How's Erin about it all?
She's been pretty good, actually. She's been a good sport. As we said, it's not much you can do, and she'll get onto it. It was hard work planning a wedding for 10 months, but to get it done in 2 weeks, we'll test her out. But no, she's been a good sport.
What about the back into training? You had the cold weather over in Boulder, and then the heat last week. Was that as hot as you can remember conditions being, and did you have to ease off a little bit? Absolutely,
it's probably the hottest conditions we've trained in. No, we certainly didn't ease off. Richo's mantra is to keep going. We're not going to back off and take any shortcuts. So it was a solid week of training. We just got told then it was probably, I think it was our heaviest load week we've done in the pre-season so far in those conditions. So we're in good stead. I don't know what I'd prefer, whether I'd prefer the snow or the heat. I would have said when I was in Colorado I'd prefer the heat, but after last week maybe I'd prefer to be back in the snow. But either way, it's been a good challenge for the boys. You know, it's all mental challenges, and at the same time we're getting air conditioning, so hopefully it holds us in good stead.
How is the new coach settling in? Obviously, quite a rushed appointment. How's it going?
No, he's fit in really well. He's you can tell he's comfortable in his own skin. He hasn't felt the need to jump in or push anything. He's let the fitness guys take care of the training component, and the assistant coaches taking care of our some of our game plan stuff. So he's been really good. He's been really positive. We know what we're going to get with Richo. He's just all about hard work and working together as a team, and doing those sort of the basics really well. So if we do the basics well, and it'll hold us in really good shape.
There's obviously been a fair bit of change in the off season. What do you personally want to get out of 2014?
Oh, look, certainly we just want to improve from last season. Obviously, the last couple of years we've been on a downward trend as a team, and we're looking to start that trend going back upwards. And whether how long it takes, we don't know. And I suppose that the positive having Richo come from Port Adelaide is, he's been there where it's happened really quickly, and that's given us a lot of confidence that it is possible. And as he said, it all started with Port Adelaide the year before, just by working hard in the pre-season and building that confidence that you've done the work. So that's where we're at the moment, and we'll see where that takes us come the season. But no, certainly we're looking to certainly improve, and how far that is, we don't know.
How different are things under him? Obviously, you've got leading teams coming in as well, putting together a whole new leadership program for you.
Yeah, we've only just started with that sort of thing, but with Richo, as I said, he's been very upfront with the guys. He's very honest, very positive. So if you're going well, he'll tell you. But if some guys need a bit of a rev, he's also very quick to give the feedback on the spot and tell guys they need to lift their games. And that's all you want as a player. You just want to know where you stand, and he's been really good in that capacity. And as I said, it's been pretty simple at the moment. It's all about hard work and just getting that confidence that we've done the work, that when we come to the games, it's certainly our fitness isn't going to be an issue.
Is that hard work something you think's perhaps been lacking in the last few years?
Oh no, not necessarily, but it's just been a really big emphasis that that's been his motto, that he'd rather us wear out than rust out. He'd rather have guys that have pushing themselves to the limits rather than backing off, and that's probably something that's there's been a challenge for some guys, but it's good. I think it's great. I mean, it's hard when you're doing it, but certainly once you finish a session like that and you can look each other in the eye and you've done the work, it builds confidence. And obviously we're not playing games at the moment, so we can't build our confidence that way, but certainly the training component we can.
What about the captaincy? Are you expecting Nick to just automatically go around again, or do you think there could be a change?
No, we'll do the leading teams model where we'll go through the proper process, but I would think clearly Nick would still be the man for the job. I can't see why that'll change, but with the leading teams model, we'll do it through the formal procedures and pick a leadership group, and then from there pick the captain. So we'll do that, but I certainly would expect Nick to do it if he wants to do it.
If he wasn't to do it, is it something that you would like to do?
It'd be something I'd seriously consider. Yeah, we'll get to that when we do. But look, Nick's been a tremendous captain. I'd continue to love playing under Nick. Yeah.
Do you expect much of a cultural change to come about as a result of leading teams' involvement?
Not particularly, because I think as a playing group in regards to our training, and that the standards have been pretty good. The young guys we've got, work hard, and they're all a good bunch of kids, and that sort of thing. Maybe just now having leading teams a bit more of a formal process, we'll be able to work on the appropriate ways of giving feedback and following up, and getting the younger guys more involved, I suppose, to develop their leadership skills. as we know, there's probably a bit of a gap with a few of the older guys compared to some young blokes with our leadership. So bridging that gap would be something that I think we'll focus on a lot this year.
Ben McAvoy was touted as a bit of a potential future leader of the club. Have you got young guys coming through that can sort of fill that breach? Yeah,
well, we do. We've just got to try and find them. We've got to bring that out in them. I mean, there are certainly guys in our group that have leadership potential, but giving them an environment where they can show that and where they can bring it out is something that we'll work on. So we really need some younger guys to step up, and that's going to be the plan. And you know, Nick and Lenny aren't going to go around forever, so we certainly need to fast track some development from other guys.
And what about the ruck situation without Ben there? Are you confident your two young guys are going to be able to do the job?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I think they'll. You know, they're both being really competitive, mate. They both know it's up for grabs. So Billy Longer and Tom Hickey fighting that out. Reece Stanley hopefully can play that sort of forward second ruck role as well. Three very athletic guys. You know, they're running really well. They're in good shape. It's going to be a big ask for them to be, that young and have the #1 ruck mantle, but they'll welcome the challenge, and we'll give them every opportunity. Darren Jolly has come in, and the boys have been impressed with him already, just giving them some knowledge and some tips. So and it's an important spot for the team, and hopefully they can do it.
Cool.
Done.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good work.